Vala masekuphelile.
Okay.
Uyazazi njani?
Everyone's recording material is at the front.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the post-match presser with our head coach, John Plumtree. This is a hybrid presser. I'm going to start online this time first and then come to the floor. Online media, can you hear us? Any questions first up from your end? Vim, you can go ahead.
Sure, thank you so much. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, you can.
But John, obviously, you got the result, but 3 yellow cards is not ideal. Maybe just talk us through the discipline, and then obviously, as an addition to that, Pepsi coming on from the bench and putting in the sort of performance. Maybe just your thoughts on that.
No, I'm really happy with Pepsi. He's been coming off the bench for us last couple of games, doing a great job, and then the way he played today, I thought was outstanding. I thought him and Sia were just outstanding together today. The yellow cards, not ideal as you say, but I think it's a little bit of a reflection of the pressure we were under, just from the injuries that we got to our loose forwards. There was a lot of change going on with our defensive line out, and we lost one and then another one early doors straight after it, so we had 2, and that was boys won't be happy about that when we review it, but really pleased with the way we adjusted out on the park and hung on for a good win.
Next question, please. Are there any questions online before I go to the floor? Floor, take it in.
Coach, what would you attribute the slow start to?
Sorry?
What would you attribute the slow start to? The team obviously started to go slow, so what would you attribute that to?
Attribute the what to?
The
Slow start.
Slow start.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. It was 26. What was the score at halftime?
No, it was
26 4.
Yeah, 14.
I'm trying to think how. Was it a slow start? 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
the
10
first 10
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Then we've got to give a little bit of credit to the opposition, being quite good, don't you think? You want 2 or 3 tries in the first couple of minutes there. Yeah. No, look, these are tough games. We're playing against opposition that are, I thought Exeter were really tough, and particularly in the first 20-30 minutes, it was very physical. Obviously we lost a couple of injuries as well, so we had to adjust to those 2 injuries to our loose forwards, and that fixed the line out. Dylan Richards, who cover for hooker, and he goes into loose forward, and Pepsi coming on early. So we played some really good rugby today, and I was really pleased with some of the rugby that we played, particularly when we had to make those adjustments with losing 2 loose forwards in the space of 4 or 5 minutes. So I thought that was really good.
Next question.
Coach, congratulations on your win again. I wanna hear from you, Coach, on your perspective. What's that motivation factor you came to your players, or you did to your players, because they are performing on the best that I ever seen? They are performing like this.
Oh, what's that?
I'm saying, what is your motivational factor that you did to the players? Because if I'm looking at them now, they are performing best.
Yeah.
But their ability, since I started to watch the charts.
Oh, I don't get the question.
Okay, so he's basically saying, what is the motivation for the way they're playing now? Because they're on an upward trajectory.
Oh, you like it?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, look, I think and that's good to see, and it's good to hear from you. So around that, but they want to play well in the jersey. They want to do well in this competition, and we've got some really good leaders, and we've got some really good talent, and it's good to everyone's enjoying the rugby at Kings Park, and that's what I envisage coming back here. So we've had 4 games at home this year, and we've won all 4. We've got a bonus point win in the first game, and yes, we've picked up some injuries, which is going to put us under pressure in terms of the squad. We've got some serious injuries now. It looks like two loose forwards that could be out for a while. Evans come off with a concussion, and we're going to have to monitor him. And if you look at Cooper and Crobler, you look at Fez, they're out with long-term injuries. So we've all of a sudden become after today. It's been an expensive win, and now we've got to navigate a trip across to Leicester and then come back and play a tough Bulls side. So and then finish off with the Stormers in Cape Town. So we're in for a real big 3 weeks with a team that's under a little squad that's under a little bit of pressure with injuries. But this is now we're going to have to use some players in our wider group. So now we'll see how good our squad is.
Coach, we've been mentioning about the slow start, but how key were those four tries in the first half, considering the yellow card that you had towards the end? Do you think they were so important to get those tries early, considering what happened towards the end of the second half?
Oh, not really. The try just before halftime that they scored was a pretty soft one, wasn't it? A poor line out, and we were only 10, 12 points up at halftime. And then, we scored again, and then, I guess the last 20 minutes became a little bit of a circus for us. We were down to I think 12, down to 12 at one stage, weren't we? Yeah. So, and I thought we managed that last 10 minutes pretty well. We kept them out a couple of times and managed to get a little bit of territory, and we're hanging on. But we'll have a good look at why that happened and why we got into that situation. Because you don't want to. If we were, we got a penalty. Jordan kicked that penalty to give us another 3 points. They had to score 3 times. We kicked that penalty, which was important. But we don't want to get into those situations. If we'd been up 8 points, 9 points there, and down to 12 men, we could have lost that game. So we'll have to look at how we got ourselves into that situation.
Coach, I've got to ask this. Sia, is that his new position now? Is that permanent as an 8? Is it permanent now?
I like Sia at 8. He gets more ball in his hand. He's such a skillful player. I just think it's for him right now in his stage of his career, when he's such an intelligent rugby player, understands the game really well. You want to get him the ball as much as possible. So I like him in that spot, and I think he's really enjoying it there. Playing in that position. And now if we lose Eben, and with those loose forwards that we could live with, if Vincent's out, James Fenter's out, then Sia's role becomes massive for us. So it looks like he's really enjoying his rugby here, and we're loving him, and I think he's playing really well. So good for him.
Final question.
Yeah, but also say that it looks like he is enjoying himself. But also, Coach, how key is to make this place a fortress for you to build up? To RC and also Champions Cup to keep being unbeaten. Yeah.
No,
it's important to build up from here.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot. We've got our own little theme around it. We're 4 games in now, and haven't lost at home. Compare that to last year. It's a way different. No different. It was a bit different last year with a different team, but I want the place well supported. I want people to come back here and know that we're going to play the strongest team we can at home. And we're going to play rugby that they're going to really enjoy, and that's the way I want to fill this place up. And I hope that the people in Durban are enjoying the way we're playing, people in Natal are enjoying the way we're playing, and certainly we want to bring back those fans, so that and pack this place up more. And our next big game here is at the Bulls, and we're going to need that support.
Thank you very much for that, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.